So who's ready to talk about Ponyville Cider Fest?
Woo!
Let's get the con chat up here then.
Nope, too bad. We're not ready. We're not there yet. Nope, we still got to talk about Tell Your Tale.
Oh no!
But don't worry.
I just gave my Fizzy some extra dimensions.
Well, unfortunately, we got to take back those dimensions. But if it makes you feel better, it's going to a good cause. Because do you know what this cause is? War.
Food fight!
Good God, yo. What is it good for? Apparently getting rid of...
Absolutely nothing.
Actually, apparently it's good for getting rid of leftovers.
Oh, true. Also, father-daughter.
A little bit of father-daughter time, yes.
Oh, geez. I've not seen this episode. I'll be back.
See you in a bit, Cole.
See you in a bit. But we're not going to dwell on it too long because do you know what the best part about this is? It is pure action, which means I can't make fun of too much stuff, but I got enough here to go on. So, of course, we start off and what do we see? Why, we see our wonderful Misty in a predicament, in a bind. What is happening? Well, it's very simple. She has been ousted. They know. They all know. All of them. And do you know what they know? They're like, Misty, you need to be taken down a peg. We're going to do that by giving you food. Okay, seriously, it is kind of fun because essentially... The whole episode is Misty trying really, really hard not to get hit with food. But of course, Misty can't do it all alone. No, she needs help. Who does she need help from? Why, the only pony that will not plant her with food. Unfortunately, she has to deal with Izzy.
Izzy is here to save the day.
Yep. Not only is she here to save the day, she's here... Hey, I got your holiday pie right here. This is why it wasn't in the prompts.
Hey, you fools, we all have pies.
But this has
She's got a pie.
Ingredient.
But yes, no, Izzy is apparently a one-wrecking mare force, destroying everybody. Or well, at least coating them in spaghetti and pie and running off with Misty. And of course, the problem is Misty doesn't want to be involved with this. She thinks it's terrifying. And you know why it's terrifying? Well, it's very simple. You see, they got the pipsqueaks involved. They even got Kazoo involved. Look, there's Kazoo right there.
Technically, there's only one pipsqueak.
Well, they got Kazoo, though.
Wait, croissants?
Croissants.
Croissants. The boomerangs of food.
Is that a moldy cheese sandwich?
Yes.
Probably, yep. So, of course, the first little part, we basically have Izzy and Misty fighting Rambo style to essentially try to get their way out. And, oh my, you know what, I'll give them credit. I don't know anybody in their right mind that would be willing to put a moldy mushroom pizza in their mouth. I mean, wow.
You really want to deal with that badness.
But you know what? There's one problem. Izzy forgot the one important thing. These unicorns, unfortunately, you know, I think Suki, do you want to take do you want to take this?
She got creamed.
She got cream pied.
Suki is currently unavailable. And also, I was semi-joking about the Aladdin reference earlier.
Someone left.
Oh no, we scared him. Who did we scare off?
I still exist.
Oh, it's Deathlight.
think
It's
Deathlight.
Deathlight. Deathlight probably needed to call it a night. Or
Yeah.
start playing Halo. Whatever works.
Whichever.
So, yeah, unfortunately, an image waiting for the magic of editing has occurred. Izzy is cream pied.
There is a sad bit.
No,
that
seriously,
she's not here right now.
everything about the
And she's happy about it.
there's so much you can run with this. It's not even. It's terrible.
They knew what they were doing.
So of course Izzy made the scream out to Misty, "Save yourself!"
Oh.
And of course off she went. So, what is going on? Why is Misty afraid of getting food fighted? Why is it happening in the first place? Well, there's only one thing you can do in a time like that. You must go to the lore master. And what better lore master than the tea shop owner?
AKA Dad.
Yeah. Of course, he immediately comes up and is like, "What? Don't you like this kind of food fighting stuff? I mean, we've been saving this for a year. I mean, you won't believe how hard it is not to let the stuff compost for a year. Well, except for the McDonald's. I mean, wow. I mean, have you ever actually put a McDonald's hamburger down and see how long it takes to rot? It never does. It's like it's a Twinkie on steroids."
And yet we keep putting it in our bodies.
Supersize Me showed us why it's not a good idea.
I'm not gonna knock on that at the moment. Instead, of course, Misty's like, "I don't like this. I want it to stop. It's messy. It's horrible. It's mean, and it's messy. It's gonna get in my mane. I mean, you see how many curls I have? My God, it'd take forever to wash." Of course, Alpha Biddle has to be the leader. Immediately goes out, just like, "Hey, everybody, this is stopping. We can't do this anymore. Misty doesn't like it. She can't wash her mane." Unfortunately, when you have a bunch of people already loaded up with food and only one person is trying to stop them, it pretty much goes as expected.
Banana mouth.
Banana mouth. So of course we gotta have our sad tragic moments. Misty coming up. "No, Alpha Biddle Dad, you were so young,
Alpha Dad, why?
and now you're a pile of food with a leg sticking out." Very detailed looking food.
They're composting him.
He's been composted to death. Of course, the fun part is pulling him out. I'm pretty sure that whatever was in there probably wasn't food anymore, or shouldn't be considered. I mean, that's the face of somebody who just smelled something horrible. Anyway, he woke up. He's like, "Well, I tried. Sorry, you're on your own here. Besides, you started all of this." Of course, Misty's like, "I did? How did I start all this?" He's like, "You really don't remember, do you? Well, guess what, kiddo? You're about to get traumatized." And he goes, "One day, we were flying the spoon into your mouth, and I missed. And I dolloped you with baby food. And you enjoyed it so much."
See, there's your problem.
You enjoyed it so much you just started you knocked the spoon out of my hand. Hoof.
Kids think some stuff is the coolest shit ever. Well, it's really not when you're older.
And of course, unfortunately, because of that, apparently everybody likes to take a page out of immediate revenge. So, yeah, who could guess what happens? Big surprise here. So, yep, food goes ricocheting, and, yep, there we go. Now they start beating the crap out of each other with food. And Misty, of course, becomes the god of evil. "Yes, yes, make a mess for my amusement." Wait a minute, did I just see that? Okay, Alpha Beetle has no chill. Okay, they're throwing salads. He throws a half a watermelon. Look at that. He's just like, you know what? No, we're going for the kill. Kill shot.
Lawsuit.
So, of course, the truth has been revealed. Yep, this was your fault. You're the one that started this war, and now you must end it.
Oh, the animals like getting a free meal.
And you know what? I'm going to help you. Bam. Oh, well, no, there it goes. And he was only 3 minutes from retirement.
You assumed that he was going to retire.
It's a joke.
I know the joke.
Let it be. Let the joke be. Of course, Misty immediately comes up. It's like, oh, I am not playing around anymore. And she does the one thing you never want to see a cartoon character do. Rambo bandana. Or headband.
Miss Bo.
It's Miss Bo. And of course, what is she doing? She's going to save Izzy. The only way she knows how. By destroying the competition. And what better way than to get on top of a pile of food with rotten eggs? Who wants some? Of course, all the ponies then realize, oh no, we've awakened God. What have we done? We have awoken the sleeping dragon. And the dragon, it has Jello. Why is there so much Jello?
And why is it not expired?
It's Jello. I'd like to see you expire Jello. So, of course, the immediate fight goes in. Misty is going into complete, I will destroy you all and take your virgin's territory. And not only does she do that, she employs the Winnie the Pooh tactic. That's right, she takes a pot of honey.
Honey bomb.
Yep.
Him.
Oh, it's a sticky grenade.
Of course, when you immediately become a one pony army, you attract the other army.
Everyone will gang up on you.
Yep. As soon as she realizes.
Well, we can hold her back.
Of course, the funny thing is that you can also use that weapon back against them.
Hey, it's
Well,
good destruction.
You should have waited when she had more food in her horn.
I'm back.
Great, we're just about wrapping it up. And of course, they all get destroyed. The wonderful Misty Rambo saves Izzy, kind of. Of course, the big question is, why in the hell are they throwing so much food all over the place to the... Yeah, this is kind of over egregious. But of course, Izzy brings out the great and wonderful truth of this. It's like, well, it's recycling, duh. It's just rotting food. We're not eating it anyway. So we're going to give it to the plants. Look at them grow. That was quick and easy, wasn't it? No Earth Pony required. So, yeah. So, yes, it looks like the entire goal was to recycle old food, to put it back into the earth, to allow it to nurture new plants for growth. And, of course, now that the lesson has been learned, it's time for cake.
Good take on that cake.
Actually, that looks like an amazing cake, and I want so badly to see someone make it. However, the one thing
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I don't want to see them trip onto it, though. Because that Misty finally gets her cake comeuppance. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, yeah, she's
landing on a grenade.
She landed on the cake. Unfortunately, well, the cake is all hers now. Hope you like purple. So, yep, that's it. that's Tell Your Tale. That is the food fight. It was a fun, silly episode, full of action, and it did have a point behind it. Just basically letting rotten food out so it can feed the forest
and the animals.
Yeah. Anybody have any thoughts in regards to this before we go ahead and move on to Cider Fest finally? Because I'm sure some people are eagerly waiting for us to talk about it. That's our cue. Let's go ahead and move on to Ponyville Cider Fest.
Woot woot.
Woot. And this time it's no joke. Here it is right here. Ponyville Cider Fest 2023. This happened over the weekend from the 17th to the 19th at the Hilton Milwaukee City Center. This, of course, was the interactive storytelling adventure. Now, why was it called this? Well, it was pretty simple and yet extremely complicated. What happened is, right at the beginning, you were given the story of what happened. In this case, Izzy found the book of all stories.
Fizzy.
Fizzy Izzy.
Not Izzy.
I meant to say Fizzy.
Different.
I got close. Fizzy found the book of all stories. But of course, she was feeling neglected because she basically became the con tech support, making sure things were working at the start, and then felt largely ignored right afterwards. So, what do you do when you... Go ahead.
Her lore is that she is the one that made the cons work while they were online. And when they got to at actual in-person space, she was mostly doing AV stuff.
Yep.
And not actually being part of the convention itself.
Which, if you work in AV staff, I can get that. I understand that feeling all too well.
I know it. I live with AV staff.
Deathlight should have been here. He would have been able to comment on that so easily.
Yeah, he's busy dropping off some of the gear back to where it belongs.
Yeah,
But
with I'm his grunt, so I know how AV does.
But anyway, so what do you get when you combine an upset Neric and a book that contains all the stories of Equestria, and then let him run rampant with it?
Fires?
Explosions. You get explosions. Essentially, just to get to the fine point, the pages of the book became ripped and scattered. And of course, these pages could be altered, and if they were altered, they could change the outcome of the story. This contained the stories of everything in Equestria, from G1 to G2, G3, G4, G5. And that means anybody could have anything happen. And what came of that were 3 heroes. Well, 3 characters.
3 leaders.
Leaders, thank
of
you.
Factions.
The Jihad.
Let's go
G.I.
into
Joe,
we'll go into
Gilded
play here.
Island,
We had the heroes of Equestria, led by Twilight Sparkle, Chaos with Discord, and the villains in the dark, led by King Sombra.
I'm sorry, with how everyone was acting on the con floor, Chaos was run by Hootie.
Chaos was run by everybody. Let's face it. I'm not gonna lie. The moment I saw what the 3 choices were, I knew for a fact that Chaos was basically going to be the runaway champion on this. Not to say that I didn't try. I played on the heroes side for the most part.
Hootie, best character.
I
in our
tried on
house.
those villains. I've got so many villain pins.
But yes, so the whole idea was during the entire convention, story codes would appear all over the place. They were on posters and prints that were all over the floor. They were events being handled by cosplayers that if you listened to their story or made a choice, they would expose a code to you. And in some cases, these codes even led to stories that had secret events that happened during the con. I actually was able to get into a fun little photo sharing session with I forgot his name and I feel terrible all of a sudden. Who was the the Rainbow Dash ancestor that had the shield.
Flash
Flash Magnus?
Yeah, the voice actor for Flash Magnus.
Do you still have the Ciderfest page
I
up? Because
literally am looking at it right now.
they still have all of the
guests
guests listed,
yeah,
I
of course,
think.
the guests, of course. Oh, Giles Panton. Yeah, Giles Panton. So yeah, Giles. I wasn't sure. I went with a guess on that one, Giles Panton. But yeah, no, he basically showed up with a bunch of cosplay equipment. Got to dress up and take photo shoots with him, and even get a big group shot. I have no idea where those photos are, but we did do that.
Oh, Josh Hamer.
Yeah. So yeah, the whole idea was you had these little little elements, and you would put in these code words into the app. I wish I could show the app here on the thing, but I do not have that option. Yeah. But essentially, you would.
Do you not have a way of capturing your phone screen?
Well, I could capture my phone screen, but I can't stream it at the same time. At least not without knocking OBS into a hell of a loop. No, it was kind of a hindsight situation.
Let me double check a thing here and see if I can't stream it directly to Discord.
Yeah. So the funny thing about this is when you entered in the codes, you would either get a small story, which basically talked about a small event that your character was going through, which you would have to make a decision. The decision would basically be kind of a choose your own adventure, where each one would alter the pathway, where you would either do a heroic decision, a chaotic decision, and a villain decision, or you get one of each. The weird thing and I still swear to the worlds on this one, I am not making this up, or I just got really weird luck. Like, a third of the time, the stories that I ran across only had chaotic or villain decisions. It was really hard finding heroic ones half the time. Really, really weird. When I mean these code words were everywhere. Every single vendor stall even had one. That's how crazy. All in all, I think they said there were over 300 code words that were scattered throughout that convention at one point.
I didn't realize there was many.
Is it working?
Oh, let me see here. I see you're live. Okay, watching stream. Yes, I can. Okay. All right, we're gonna. Okay, there we go, everybody. So, yes, what would happen is when you entered in the code words, it would actually store this in your own storybook. Hold on. Here, I got one for you. Now they okay, I had that. Come on, where are you? There you are. All right, let's do one really random here. Flank. Funny enough, they actually released a big repository of all the code words. Oh my god! Oh, I just read it. Okay, getting back on this. So you would get the story, and yeah, this is kind of what happened. I would get the chaos of villain choices. I don't know. But you would choose your decision, and it would give you the ending of that story. Now, the best part about this is once you made the decision, it actually counted your vote for what you decided, and it put it towards a major tally. And at the end of the con, all of these tallies were added up, and they chose the winner. Along with that, there was also another standalone thing going on to save Fizzy, which essentially, I believe, I didn't understand exactly what was happening with that, or free Fizzy, but essentially, no, I think it was just save Fizzy. Yeah. But yeah, basically with the start of the story, Fizzy was a Nyric. And I believe the whole idea was if they got enough votes to save Fizzy, the story would be altered where she would be back in her Kieran form. Otherwise, she would have been in her Nyric form at the end of the story. I didn't get the opening, and there are some things I missed. And the reason I even know this much is at the recently, like a few days ago, they did throw out a link to basically Ponyville Cider Fest, the alternate histories. They showed all of the videos that could have been part of the closing ceremonies, including the one that did win. So, of course, you have the part 1 of Fizzy being saved or Fizzy not being saved. And then you had the part 2 of if she was saved or not, who won. So they were ready for anybody winning on this one. Ultimately, though...
It's the steal shot.
But ultimately, Chaos was the winner. Who would have thunk it, right?
Of course it was.
I honestly, then the moment I knew that Chaos was an option, I knew that was going to be the hard win. Just because, let's face it, everybody likes Chaos. It literally random insanity. The villain was apparently really villainous.
Moral chaos and neutral chaos exist.
Yeah.
Chaotic good. I mean chaotic evil. Yeah.
Okay, so the fun thing about this is that this actually did determine what the convention theme will be next year, which is chaotic creativity.
Ooh, food this year.
Yeah.
I like food.
But yeah, so for those of you who were interested in the story, though, I believe they are working on making them available. There is currently the, over in FimFiction, they do have folders with the scattered pages stories, different app stories. I don't think these are all of them, though. And the reason I say that is because looking at the code words,
there's a lot more that's not being shown.
It could be. I don't know entirely. But the code words from the website that I got, they number to 351 different code words.
Ooh.
There were 307 total things written, but a bunch of them were part of the actor prompts, and those actor prompts would have 2 or 3 choices all themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
if you so that 307 could be a lot more because each of those actors had different codes for the you've made the villain choice, you've made the chaos choice.
Yep. So this was a hell of a thing that they pulled off. Of course, they also put a fun thing about the after convention, not after the credits, not technically canon comic. So if you want to have an idea of how the hell this happened to begin with, it kind of gives you the teasing hint or an idea of what might have occurred. So with
this evil.
So that part was the the idea behind the convention, just to choose your own story adventure and how it panned out in the end. And it really is amazing. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a really messed up evil part of me that wants to go through all of these and get every single code into my phone just so I can have the stories available to me. At the same time, though, I don't know how long that app is going to keep working on the phone. So
at least half a year.
well, I'd like to hope.
No, at least a whole year, because the Winnie City app is a separate app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would at least hope so. At the same time, I hope that they do publish these or make these available in different ways.
They are in the works of making everything public. I know that each of the main stories that were posted on the website are already posted and have markations of these are the 3 that were for Friday morning, and this one is the true story.
Yep.
Or this one is the canon story element, because that's where we were at that point.
Yep. In fact, it was all part of the same site here. Got the prologue Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all of that fun stuff. And the videos too.
It's there. Everything is also in. They are making efforts to get everything up on FimFiction.
Yeah.
Yep. Hence the group.
Yep. We got
because they've got all of the. I think they've got all of the stories in the book, as well as most of the app stories.
Well, most of the stories in the book, the one of the links I have here, it does show the scattered pages book, and it shows all of the ones that are in the book, but some of them do not have links that they can use yet, like the layout or the Fizzy case.
Yeah,
Or
they
Fallout,
might be still working
Fallout
on those.
Equestria Project Milwaukee. Really? Oh, jeez. Now I'm curious.
Yes.
Yeah.
There were a lot of dumb things. Did you not see McRibfest?
I saw
Yes!
McRibfest.
Yeah.
I saw McRibfest. How could I not see McRibfest? That one was hilarious. Literally, the evil decision was to bring the McRib back.
And it did! You motherfuckers!
I did not vote for that. I did not want that thing back.
Oh,
I'm voting
anyway.
villain, and was going to go through and read things later because with how much I was doing, I did not have the time to read them.
I
I
chose
did
to
not
not
vote
even
for her.
touch
I
any
did
of it.
not.
All right.
Behind
So,
circuit.
I was more interested in the game room most of the time, just
No,
because
that's
they had
fair.
tournaments.
I didn't even touch the game room the entire time. I'm kind of pissed, to be honest. Anyway, so getting to the end parts of the con, though, we did have a couple of really big things happen. One of the announcements that they actually made before the con started proper was apparently they had a sudden delivery of They had a delivery of boxes with a note. Well, yeah. This item arrived at Worthwhile Events HQ without any documentation or return address, so we didn't know where it came from. Inside, it seemed to be almost every script from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Seasons 2 through 9, the first Equestria Girls movie, the holiday special shorts, and more. These scripts have doodles and notes on them, which indicate that they're from the actual production. Boxes are cast plots from record sessions, sheet music for a bunch of songs, and more. Essentially, a basic treasure trove of the history of how the show was created in ways that most people would never see. This is stuff that...
Go ahead.
So, essentially, this is like the second to the Holy Grail of the production Bible.
Jesus.
This is stuff you would see cased away in like a Planet Hollywood, for next to like Citizen Kane's cane or some crazy crap like that. Anyway,
So,
please.
each script on average sold for about 5,500 on average.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they split them up into each season. They sold all the seasons, the movies, and the specials all separately. And because of that, and a lot of amazingly generous donations, this is also why the con managed to hit $100,000, which we had never seen. BronyCon got up to 78,180, which topped up to 100,000 after the convention owners decided that they would just round it all up to 100,000, but the charity itself got to 78,000, which was the highest goal ever, and they literally destroyed it. And probably the longest
made something unattainable.
Not unattainable, but oh man, it's going to be a bar for a very long time.
Well,
Be one
about
more bar to be.
15,000 of that was one person. And I actually briefly met that person. Try and help CMC.
Yeah,
Railer shy.
Railer is
15,000.
crazy.
Railer basically just didn't he go up and just say 15,000 for one thing? Yeah, the flag.
The flag he said 10,000, but
My bad.
then he had that triple whatever photo price thing going on, and he bidded on a few other things. And,
Which, there's a photo there, by the way.
And I entirely missed that because at that point we were moving panel room equipment down to the loading dock.
Yeah, the only problem is the charity auction ran for 2.5 hours. Ran a lot longer than anybody ever expected it to go. Granted, what a reason for it. That's an amazing thing to break.
Charity went on for 5 hours.
Was it
Winchester was pissed
I think
Rain,
because
did you get a
he needed
picture?
to load.
Rain, did you get a picture of the thing you gifted to me? because I don't have a picture of it in all of its pieces attached.
Yes.
It fell apart.
Look.
It should be in my posted pictures. If
Anyway, we'll go ahead and start going through the posted pictures now here, but that
yeah, it's in my posted pictures.
yeah, this
Okay,
con
I've got a picture of the cat sniffing at it.
This con was completely and utterly nuts in every deliciously fun way. But yeah, unfortunately, it also made it so that dinner was really late, which kind of sucked. But I got to try some nice Thai food, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, so we're gonna go through the top of what we have in the comp picks here. Of course, we have Rainstorm to start off.
Yeah.
Oh right, I didn't take a picture of one of the other things I have because I was assistant. I actually have one of those room banners.
All right, there you go.
The caramel banner.
Apparently, I scared
circuit.
CMC. Apparently,
What?
I scared you, or shocked you. Yeah, shocked.
It's more so that you've slimmed down a lot.
I told you, I've really been working at it.
Wow, your face is less thicker than I remember.
See, I've been working on it.
Hey, I saw him at entry, and second was actually walking around, and I didn't hear him really complain about walking.
That I've gotten much even further since then, but yeah, fair enough.
How about this and see what we're talking about?
And of course, looks like Pip is going to be your go-to for G5.
They've been my go-to thing ever since I saw the movie on Xbox. That's when I see it.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
my Fizzy is going to have an ear flop down all the time because of how it was in the bag.
Oh, jeez.
So you see the banner that's on the actual show. Midnight and I had to adjust the previous picture to get all the characters.
Oh, that's Silver Quill up there.
Yep.
At RCRBs, ACRBs.
ACRBs! It's ACRBs, everybody! I think you mean AC Race Pass and Saber
Yeah,
Spark.
that's AC and Saber.
Race Fest, yeah. I keep pronouncing that name wrong.
Anyway, give everybody an idea of what we were talking about with the code words were everywhere. They were literally everywhere. You had to look at
On
everything.
banners, everyone in the vendor hall had one. A variety of the panelists actually had ones to give out at their panels. And then there were the standees that had like 9 codes each themselves, and there were like 5 of those all around.
Yeah,
Wow.
What's that from?
Oh, that's Equestria Bound. That was an Earthbound mod that they released way back when. I have a physical copy of this thing.
But it was on an actual cartridge that you play in the game room.
Yeah, I know. A physical
love it.
copy. It's amazing when you can get a physical copy of these games. I got a few, but they're hard to find.
I would so buy a physical copy of that game.
I know, right? It's so awesome. Maybe I should see about getting a bunch produced somehow. Anyway.
That's a suit.
It is a suit.
That's a lot of cosplay.
That is a lot of cosplay.
Oh, right. I've got those little banners that are on the side of stage there. They had, in their packaging, there were these little things that are like a quarter the size of a business card that were the indication of what you're actually getting in this package.
Okay, explain.
I have those little pieces.
Explain.
What the?
Luna Coffee Stout?
Is this...
It said coffee on the menu for alcohol. And I was like, yes, I love coffee.
Okay,
it didn't taste like coffee.
It's just ironically, it's called Luna Coffee Stout. It's not actually a Brony Pony Coffee Stout or anything like that.
It was that restaurant that was in the hotel. Conveniently enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I usually got the stuff that they had on tap. I mean, that stuff was pretty good. And yep, you also won a rarity because of your taunting Kirby.
My Kirby loved the taunt, and it won. I can't complain.
That
And
is awesome.
here we have somebody sick, nightly companion.
It's just Eris.
I know, I'm just being
Yeah,
stupid.
there.
There's the blow up balloon.
Yeah. I'm just being
I'm more
stupid.
concerned about that tail.
Don't think about it too
Mainly
much.
the end of it.
There's my Pip. I love it.
They are your snuggle buddy.
Ooh, look at those sun catchers. Nice.
I was leaning on Pip until Misty came around.
Misty has definitely become my spirit animal, but only because she's a shy introvert. She is my language.
What is this Fluttershy thing there?
Oh, that's a
On the top
sweater.
there?
That's a sweater.
It's a sweatshirt. I have. Yes, I actually wore it to work the other day.
Yeah,
Everybody
We
likes
have to
it.
find out who did that because they
Not that-
actually have nice printing that crosses the seam line and continues the print.
I have their card. I'll
It's,
take a picture of it and send
Dakimura
it your
Dream.
way.
I think it's Dakimura Dreams. I can't remember his name that he goes by, but I believe was it Dakimura Dreams? No. Well, I believe that's a business name, but I can't remember his actual. Dang it! Does a lot of stuff
Figure
for the
out
berry
later.
tubers. Yeah, it does a lot of stuff for the berry tubers. I got a Flareon
I
sweater.
have their business card in my wallet.
Yeah.
I'll take a picture of it later and send it.
Yeah. Alright. I'm guessing that's a Zakora cosplayer.
I believe so.
It feels like it. I like it though. I really do.
It works really well.
Yep.
Mm.
There's the pillow that only costs
I'm busy.
$10 apparently.
It's a nice pillow. I just didn't have any room for more pillows.
Yeah, I got that pillow at last Cider Fest.
Hmm.
Wait, is that Garrick Celesti?
I believe so.
Yeah, because that's front of house.
It was on AV table, so then here you could see us in the Amiibo tournament. Me in the corner in red, just trying to level a character up real fast.
Trying so hard.
One of the many free stuff table.
We call it the business card table, but there was actually code words here too. Those
Yeah,
emblems
As
actually.
you see right there, the purple things to put on the bottom of your name tag. I saw a griffin.
Yep, there were.
And those twilights just lead to a page that has a email link and says, "Send me con photos." I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I think it is connected to Nighty.
It's connected to something.
Yeah, I gotta have some fun with all this.
Nighty is the one that runs a convention, I think, in Oceania somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Also,
think Indonesia?
it's the same 90 that runs fan fiction.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. That did that thing differently. Okay. Let's.
Prince, whatever.
I recorded this song because it's my favorite song by him, and he didn't get to play at Harmony when I went for my first con. So I wanted to record
That's a whole
this.
4 minutes of a song.
Don't worry, we're not gonna
Yep.
watch it all. Check it out. Check it out in the con chat if you really want to look it up.
And sorry if I didn't recognize you, Rainy, whenever I was running around Harmony with CMC.
I was mainly in game room.
I think it has
Anyways.
many. I think it has many
Oh,
music cities
I
as I was
was-
going to.
I was the one with the Switch donated just for the Mario Kart thing, just so that could be done.
My room was on 5th floor, so I never got to go to other floors to try and find you with all of this.
Yeah. it would have been a while to find me. We were kind of in a weird corner.
Yeah, Winchester and I went up to Circuit's room to try some, what was it, moonshine?
Mead. It's just
Mead.
mead. It's just
Mead.
normal
Mead.
mead.
I'm not good with all that knowledge.
Fair enough. But yeah, no, some mead was tried by both the berry tubers and them. Apparently, the blueberry, which I thought wasn't all that great, turned out to be the smash hit. Go figure.
Hold on, go back to that.
This one?
Yeah, the smear
You
off
needed to
cooler-
cut a hole in that one
I
with
know!
hitch and zip so it landed right on the...
I know. I was so getting preoccupied getting everything set up the night before. I did not have time. I literally didn't get to sleep until like 30 minutes after I should have gone to sleep. That's how crazy busy I was.
Missed opportunity.
And,
See, I like the Pip one at the top where it goes, Disney World.
Well,
It's my favorite one on the door.
Yes.
I got some fun ones on there, and I do got to thank all of you for that. It was you guys that suggested a lot of these. Anyway, let's get back.
Right, we did suggest a bunch of those.
Yep, you did. And I said I would use them. All right, we're gonna quickly rapid fire through these a little bit more.
Oh, there's
That thing!
The chaos amalgamation, apparently.
Chaos made it. I'm not sure. I think these candies are extra from the villain event, but it could also be from the base of that itself because that is another pinata.
What is this dog amalgamation?
See, I got
nothing.
that
It's a
at
unicorn,
auction.
supposedly.
And this was,
Yeah,
of
I
course,
And
got
it
it
fell
at
apart
auction,
on
and
the
I'm like-
trip home. A wing is broken off. I'm probably going to dismantle it, put the main pieces in a box, and bring it to another cider fest, and tell them, "Hey, a villain got a chaos item.
and of course,
This is what you get."
rare photos of the AfterCon. Things are starting to get wrapped up.
It is fun doing tear down.
All right, and of course, get a little bit of
Tear this con.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The CMC and Rainy.
Yeah. And now it's time for my random shenanigans because, of course, the Adventures of Twiggy.
Yeah, I didn't get a good chance to do adventures of the plushies I brought.
If it makes you feel better, I got a bunch of shots, but I haven't been able to put them up because, again, I've been having a lot of insanity happening, and it's just been distracting me.
I at least at the after party got a pin for every faction, so each of the ponies has a pin.
Oh,
And
nice.
Careful,
of course,
Twilight.
Anon is chaos.
Careful, Twiggy's packing a grenade light bulb.
No, she's just trying to she's going Grinch.
She's trying to steal a Winchester. Quick, Rainy, do something.
I can't do anything. I literally can't walk half these days, it seems.
So this was the This was the button I'm really surprised.
Oh.
Oh!
I love it.
This goddamn meme.
That's amazing, and I wish I had gotten one.
The only sad thing is it cuts off at least 2 Applejacks.
Well, it's a button. What are you gonna do?
Get a bigger button.
And yes, this was the plushie meetup.
Two
The
mysteries.
Flashageddon! By the way, CMC, for HomniCon, we are doing a crab rave.
I
Right.
don't know what that means.
Uh-oh.
The crab.
You don't wanna know.
They didn't get the memo. You're supposed to stand completely still.
Well, there
No!
was a lot of chaos trying to get everything in there in a hurry. So
Yes, but Cadence knows that you sit down and you
Cadence,
just...
Cadence actually got in
sit.
a little late. I think she was starting to sit down just as I was starting to
love
video
that
cam.
rarity.
And this was an earlier shot before they actually started the whole photo taking process. So got a few extra ones in there, including ones that accidentally got obscured because of more plushies that came in later.
Yeah,
So I feel a little bit better about that.
Oh,
that's a hard thing to do, to get everything actually visible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
button mash. Twiggy is now immediately.
Twiggy and the giant burrito and chips. Honestly, this Mexican place was amazing. They're not open very long, but those chips are freshly fried. That burrito was huge, and it was only like $10. Everything about this was glorious. And of course, here
it's the mom and pop shop restaurants that are truly give you bang.
Yeah, this couldn't. The signing that was happening was in the room where the cosplay sign up was supposed to happen, so they had to take it to the Headless Lounge. This thing couldn't go into the hallway to where the Headless Lounge was.
Yeah, that's why Twinkie tried to steal it.
She found out it was too heavy.
And of course, a prime opportunity I immediately had to take while I could. Twinkie, no!
That's Sweetie Bella Seed stuff.
Sweet Bella has seen a murder.
Yeah, I didn't realize I put it on.
I had to save this picture and share it because it's great. Perfect.
Yeah, the cadence was basically there were so many stairs. They went to all of the stairs and just did the Peter Griffin collapse.
Zizzy has fun.
Yeah. Now, I'm so glad I got the picture of this letterbox too, since I didn't know this was the last year the con was going to be here. Really
Aww.
And
oh, right. They announced it was going to be somewhere else.
Yep. And,
Man, so is Harmony.
And of course, here is an image of some of the swaggy.
But you carried in your baggie.
And
the F-bomb.
Well, we already.
All that
of course, the Izzy was the fizzy was hilarious.
Flat fizzy.
Flat fizzy Friday, everybody.
Fizzy has
I got one of the few non-flat fizzies. There's apparently only like 4 of them, and I got one of the non-flat ones.
Yeah. Anyway, some really quick shots that I had set up to have fun with. And let's quickly... Okay, we're going to ignore the door. We already got a shot of that. Quick run through of the merch here.
Oh, yeah, that blue...
tries to win your
the blue
heart.
pony there, that's Nighty.
Yep.
And I'm not going to lie, I went through so much crap to find one of these stickers.
I don't know how, but I ended up just getting one of those, and I don't know where or when.
They were like rare. They're rare, but not at the same time. It was really weird. The stickers were weird. Anyway, and moving on here. Merch shot with the Flareon sweater.
Oh, you got one too.
I couldn't resist the Flareon sweater.
I did.
Dude, you do not know this man's hunt for Flareon and Pokemon. It was hilarious.
What's that thing with the Anon?
Yeah, I can guess what that is.
Oh,
you don't want to know.
Dash tries to win your heart. And other short pony stories. It's just a bunch of stupid stories, and I thought it'd be fun to just read it.
Yeah, there was a celebration of writers here, such that right next to the con store, there was a little bookstore.
And it sold out of a few books. In fact, I wanted to also get the Nyx book, but that also sold out pretty much day one.
All I know is there were also books that you could only get in the 18 vendor hall.
And those also sold out day one. Anyway.
Yeah, I was lucky to get pretty much the start of
all of them. I'm
pretty
sure I knew of one that was also available to get signed on the second night.
Admiral Twilight got bombed the hell out of you.
Funny enough.
What is this weird... The photo pony there? Do you know what it is?
It looks like the BabsCon mascot, but I don't know for what extent exactly.
Babs Nat 25.
Okay, yeah.
There's a joke there somewhere, I'm sure. I just don't know.
I got one of them, and it's photo paper. I don't understand it.
Bond Team Epic.
Hold on. Tsuki, are you still there with us?
Yes.
Bond Team Epic.
You know what? I didn't know much about the webcomic or anything like that beforehand. I watched some of the show. It was amusing for like maybe 5 episodes.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
Just
that type of humor either really hits with you or you get tired of it pretty quick.
It's better in short form, like
it's a little bit of both, really. There's some parts that I love, and other ones I'm just like,
I'm kind of thinking, like honestly, I think the one thing about the show that would bother me less is if if they went to just a straight 15-minute time slot, didn't do the whole repeat the episode thing every time, I'd probably be fine with it.
Yeah, I
it's
kind of
so
like it
low,
just for the
isn't it?
weird differences they add in. But yeah, no, I feel you a little bit too. Especially when I had to do it 4 times for. Anyway, that's another case.
Oh, nice
Now-
Princess Luna book.
Here's my dumbass mistakes 1 and 2.
That's just a roll of fabric.
It is.
Yep.
7 yards worth of
Oh
fabric.
God.
You thought
Oh.
you were getting a blanket, weren't you?
No, I can't. It is a blanket. I just have to cut it in half and sew the ends together, and I got a blanket.
Oh,
Oh, do it yourself.
I have to. But I mean, it's a bunch of pony plushie fabric I got for $50. I'm not complaining. But it was still a
Cool.
dumbass mistake because God, it made it hell to get it home. But these, I got a bunch of drink cards. I already have all of these cards.
Yeah,
Well, except for the
smash.
Long Island. But yeah, Open Eyes, Yak Smash, Spicy. I got the original ones, which actually had the original characters' names, and before they gave them the fun names. So
Gossip Risk. We'll talk about your bad fashion sense behind your back.
of course I had to get these ones too because the Twilight one's the one I wanted the most. Just one word: anxiety, and I live it.
Oh.
I absolutely live it.
Fair.
All right, quickly moving
Oh,
on.
my-
Here's Double
I know
R
some of the
Forest.
feels your pain on that.
Got Double R Forest too.
Double R.
Got a couple of really cool ones too.
Yeah, Out of Work Derpy
Whence
does
came Flash
great stuff. I
Magnets?
wish I could get their comics.
Oh, hey, King of Love Bugs. I didn't know that they had a book there.
I'm gonna tab back into
Or they got it
Oh,
signed.
is that
Funny.
Seductive Starlight Glimmer?
I believe Double R is the editor for the King of the Love Bugs.
Oh, yeah, I wish I would have known
So
that.
that's why he has that.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's still signed regardless.
Oh, that is an awesome Smolder badge.
It is.
Yep. The waifu badge.
Isn't she too young for that?
A waifu can be any. You know what? I'm not finishing that statement.
Let-
Moving on!
let-
Moving on before I put it on another list.
Yeah, I didn't have a good way of spreading out everything, so pile of pictures. You see the fizzy there, that's the door.
Oh, right.
Card.
Oh, man, I think I still have that in my wallet now that I think about it.
And during the after party, I apparently got glorified meme slut.
Oh my god.
You also got
So we'll see when I wear that.
Oh, I did.
And yeah.
Philly May. Oh, man, I didn't even know that card was there. Oh, that's annoying. Cool, though.
Oh, those were on the free tables.
Billy
Ah!
No!
Oh,
That's
oh
more
no.
insulting and infuriating. But cool. Alright.
This is mostly stickers.
I think I know where that came from.
Yeah, one of those Trixie and Starlight was from you.
Yeah, that was from those stickers I spread out all over the place.
Oh, Toa's in VR chat now.
Oh my
And
god,
apparently
we have.
I have
oh,
two cider ones there.
How did you? Ah, jeez. I mean, that's cool.
You want- Do you want me to hold on to one to try and get it to you?
Yes.
You
If I-
shall, or else.
And these two didn't have
Picky
cards.
cutie.
And Plush Apocalypse, which I bought the Octavia thing, and they just handed me two capybaras.
Ugh, I love a
They are
capybara.
adorable capybaras.
And because Cosmic Keyframe was there, I just needed to get another the Simba pin.
Yeah, you gotta do that. Yeah.
And I don't know when, but Studio Cinematic left this coaster.
I was wondering if that was a coaster. That's amazing, though.
But
Oh.
I seem to have gone a little overboard with pins. Wow, that Misty did not take a picture well.
No, but it kind of looks
but
cool that
it's
way.
Still cool. by the way, where is the Sandbar and Yoda? You have two of the three.
Did not
Two
think
besties
did
and
not
two
see it on their
friendship
thing
with
there,
benefits.
and yeah, as you will see there's a lot of villain pins, as including the one that is actually on my hat there.
Little bub. Aww.
Wow, that that zooms in very much.
All right.
And this was just loose in the lounge. In Trotter's lounge for a bit.
All right.
So I just grabbed one.
Also,
I
Scanner
would have went
Pages
for
book.
all the written material.
I had to. I just had to.
Oh no, I absolutely pre-ordered that way early in the con.
And I need to figure out what to do because the pin, the rod in the hinge, the lower hinge of that, is slipping.
Ooh, yeah.
That's not good.
All right. Sorry, we're just gonna rapid fire on yours a little bit more here.
Yeah, and because I went to all the villain events, we did a storm around, and that was my sign.
Nice.
I picked this up somewhere. I need to figure out what it's actually for.
I'm scared. I'm scared to find out.
Searching for Little Bob Club is
it's dangerous.
Does it get you on a list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Magic.
And I stopped in during. I was going through main hall during something, and the Humane Society had little coloring sheets on their little table, so I was like, that's cute. And they said, take one.
Nice. And also the volunteer shirt.
Yeah. I think this next post had the
cat.
The cat that was sniffing at the abomination that I need to disassemble and put into a safe box from cat.
And of course the interactive shirt. Awesome.
That kitten's like a year and a half.
Okay.
And of course we also have the other marketable trio. Oh, that reminds me. I think there was some word that they're I'll put it in there's another pony that's going up for sign up for it if you want. I think it's the Alaskan ponies. I'll throw a link. I'll throw a link in our Discord just to be sure. I'm not entirely positive.
After the last or after the after party, I got all the pins. So yeah, I put a chaos pin on Apogee and a villain pin on Anon because Anon is just villain.
Yep.
Anon is basically Anon feels more like chaos, but like evil chaos as well. Apogee is just like young chaos.
Yeah. Apogee is fun chaos.
Yeah.
Anon is not fun chaos.
Anyway, so with that, this was actually quite a hoot, and it was a lot of fun. I'm so glad I went. I'm probably not going to spend as much next year unless somehow I save up money, but I just spent $2,000 on car repairs. I don't know anymore. Anyway, love it. I'm absolutely planning on going next year, but yeah, I'm probably going to start saving up money now just to make sure I have funds for it because, wow, I spent way too much. But it was still fun. So what are everybody, what are your thoughts on Cider Fest before we go ahead and close the book on this chapter of con history? I know.
Hold on, taking a quick skim of the panel names to see what I remember that was new and interesting and fun.
We might have to look into that for Ponies Online.
Seriously though,
yeah,
I'm
it
just
was
scrolling.
Interesting with I think it was over in the Waifu Debate Club room where they were drinking, and over in the next room was the late night sobriety hour where they weren't drinking.
How was that for a comparison?
That's just hilarious.
It was silly. Annoyingly, I wanted to be participating and drawing for exposure, but the host had to take a step away and say, no, we can't actually do it, so that didn't happen.
Oh, that's a shame.
That sucked.
It makes it...
Yeah, I was looking forward to just sitting in there and doing some doodling.
I was actually thinking about joining on some of the drawing panels, but yeah, things just kind of got out of hand for me, so it didn't happen. But anyway, I think we'll go ahead and wrap up the talk of Cider Fest here. we still have a few minutes left, so we're gonna get to some videos here because I have an hour and a half of them. What?
Actually, where is it here? Yeah. Con Travel Stories, very international edition, hosted by Nighty Time.
Ooh.
Because that is the person who I've been mentioning a bit. That is the one from. Does he actually say in this? Because I know that he comes from a far away. Doesn't actually say in this, but yeah. Nighty Time, I'm pretty sure is Oceania. And they had a whole panel on folks from outside of the continental North America trying to come to conventions and how to run a convention when you're not in the States.
We might need notes for Ponies Online, because that's fun.
I unfortunately wasn't able to make it to that panel myself. I just know that that one was there, and that one was definitely an interesting talk from the people I bumped into.